Hello farmers and welcome back to Chambergo. Yes, we are in October and today we're going to be cutting our grass field to make some silage bales. But first, I want to come over here to this field where, I have not done see and spot weed spraying on this field because I just haven't gotten any weeds into it after I have planted. But there are weeds now, but there is not a crop in the field. Now, I've never done it this way, so I'm not sure if this is going to work. I think it will. I'm not sure why it wouldn't, but you never know how it's done. So you can see our score in this field is 81, and everything is looking pretty good, except for that third bar. It's actually probably less than halfway. That is for weeds. So by spraying the weeds in this field with the See and Spot weed sprayer, is that going to get up to 100%, which will make my overall score from 81 probably like up to 94, 95, and also boost our overall score up from 92 to get an extra percentage out of it, because why not? Now, I'm not going to spray the whole field unless I have to. I mean, it's not going to use much herbicide if it does work, but we got to see if it works at all. We still got our straw bales sitting in the fields. Probably will sell them at some point, but today, actually I say at some point, it will be today, because we should be getting through the winter months. We just got to cut the grass field, really, is all we have to do for the remainder of the year. I'm spraying the weeds. I can see where it is spraying, but why do the weeds not look like they're dying? Well, it doesn't look like the weeds actually have died, but some are. Or is that? I have no idea what's going on there. Well, it doesn't matter. Overall, it worked. Our field score is now a 96. Our overall score is 96, and yeah, to get an extra percentage when selling some stuff. So, I mean, I'll take the extra percent. We'll fold the sun up. That's all we really need to do. But now we need to grab, after we bring this back, our baler. And I've already leased the butterfly mower. Don't have to lease the front mower. That is already on the Valtra. And the butterfly mower is too. But yeah, we already own the front mower. Have to lease the butterfly mower because I don't own one yet. That is already down at the grass field, ready to go. So let's drop this off and we'll go over to the grass field. And of course, I'll be in the Valtra and one of the Franks will be behind us, baling up the grass bales. Then we'll go back over and wrap them up so we can sell them in November. So yeah, hopefully by the end of this episode, we should be probably into March, I hope. And we will own field number 33. That's the field we want to buy for $117,000 and change. And with other things we'll be selling, I'm also hoping we have enough money to, because I don't have a direct drill. It's not that big of a deal if I can't buy it. But the Stara direct drill, I want to be able to buy that. I think that's like $135,000, $140,000 for that. I sold the Bednar because just a couple of small issues. Small being the first problem. It was 6 meter wide, which is okay, but for the size of our fields, and we're going to have 4 fields to plant, I hope. It would take quite a while with a 6 meter wide. The Stara is like a 9.7 or 9.8, so a little bit bigger. And also with the Bednar, when I planted with it, we didn't get the weeds, hence the problem I just had in the field I had to do the weed spraying in. So we'll see if the Stara changes all that when planting. We should get some weeds, I think. Unless it's a problem with the map, I don't know. Anywho, let's go ahead and we'll drop that down. Oh yeah, let's turn on this so I can turn on automatic drop. Turn the baler on. You follow the Valtra. I said follow the Valtra. There it goes. And then, I'll jump into here. Turn on the mowers. And away we go. Yeah, we got plenty of grass still up at the sheep/goat pen. I think enough to last maybe even another year or two. So we can keep making silage bales, which is good, because as we saw in last episode, we sold a set of silage bales off this field. We got another $30,000. So, I mean, yeah, it does cost me $8,500 to lease the butterfly mower, because I don't have that yet, of course. But, we still make a pretty good profit off of it, this field as it is. So, we'll keep on doing it. As for what I might do with field number 33 when I buy it, so currently, the 3 fields that we have, I'm all for just keep planting wheat, barley, and oats in the springtime and bring that grain down to the grain mill to make flour, which then gets brought on over to the bakery to make the bread. And that's where a good chunk of our money is going to be coming from this upcoming winter. I'm all set to keep having 3 fields the same. I'm thinking field number 33, I may put grass in it for like a year or 2, just to make more of a profit from the silage bales. So yeah, it'll definitely help offset the leasing fee of the butterfly mower. Of course, if I owned the butterfly mower, I mean, yeah, first I had the outright cost of it. But, yeah, I think it's $160,000 for this, maybe $170,000. As I wait for that to come on up, how much is that brand new if I were to get it the way I need it? Which would be like so, $164,500 is the cost we would need. That poor tractor behind me, it does the baler just fine. Just does not like the steep hill, but what farming equipment does. Alright, so let's, like always, just make the job a little bit quicker. We'll do a little bit of a time lapse. We'll get right through this in no time flat. Then we'll wrap them on up. And, yeah, there'll be time to return the mowers and pretty much, I think, get on through the winter months because I really don't have much to do. Oh, you know what? I may need to soil sample my lands, my farmlands, because I think it's been a few years. So we may do that this upcoming winter. But first, get the grass cut.
Sunglasses looking so right, hitting the streets in my old man Chevrolet, looking for a good time and then some, kick it with my friends in the hot sand. I got a song blasting by the Zac Brown band, yeah. I got a case of cold beer, ain't gonna last long here. I pick my friends up at the pier. They're all like kicking it high, kicking it low, making noise like a big truck show. Raising hell is the way to go. Yeah, we're kicking it fast, kicking it slow, bouncing around like a rodeo. Bad girls wanna rock and roll. Yeah, we're kicking it. Getting the buzz around 3 o'clock.
Well, again, I forgot to reset the bale counter, so I don't know how many bales I made, but I could go on the stats page to find out. But it should be like 7. Probably this time 7, because I didn't empty a bale out of the baler. So this is number 5 we just wrapped. And that would be number 6 and number 7. So we'll just check the stat page just to make sure none have rolled off somewhere that I did not see, but I'm guessing we got them all this time. And then these will be ready in November, because with this bale mod, these bales will ferment in a month's time. So pretty quick. Ah, lovely how that one's stacked. Let me just check the stat page here and make sure that is what we did. Yep, 7 bales. That's good. I also, while I'm here, I want to see how am I doing on the loan. Ooh, I still got a lot more payments to make. Not down as far as I thought I was currently. I mean, overall, as far as my loans go in my farming simulator games, that's not a whole lot. But here on Chambergo, yeah, we're not really making a whole bunch of cash currently. We're doing all right, but of course we're trying to earn the money and expand at the same time. That's kind of difficult to do. All right, so I got to bring all this stuff back. That tractor might as well just sit there with the flatbed, so we can load these silage bales next month to sell them. We just sold the goat cheese in September, so not a rush to go up to the sheep and goat pen and get the milk to bring it down to process it, although the price is probably still pretty good. But I don't feel like making that long journey up there just to have to come back down here, load the bales in November. So, yeah, we'll take care of that next month. Let's go ahead and put this stuff away. Actually, let's put this one in here. I'm trying to keep the mowing stuff kind of at this part of the farmyard. Actually, we'll park that there. Valtra, yep, we are good. Let's bring this back. And yeah, we should actually have enough nitrogen in this field still. Actually, it says 0 everywhere. Nope, right up here it says 85. So that's enough, again, for another grass field. The pH value, though, sucks. So we may have to take care of that here pretty darn soon. Actually, yeah, I'll probably have to take care of that next month, honestly. Because in Chambergo, if I come in here after the grass gets too tall, I will damage it. And I don't want to do that. Although, I'm not going to get another cut in before winter, so I don't think it's going to matter too much, honestly, on that aspect of things. So I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah, because when winter comes, I think if the grass is ready for harvest, which it won't be by the time we get to winter, it just goes back to the first growth stage anyways. When it comes to selling the straw bales, I will probably just use the auto-loading trailer to load them on up, because we got a decent amount of them, and I don't want to be driving around for about 45 minutes in real time picking them on up, so we'll probably do it with an auto-loader. Actually, this could use some fuel and get it ready for next season. Just let that sit there and fill on up. Yeah, but we will have a look at the sheep and goats. Alright, so they went through... They've gone through the bale that was up there. I thought they had a bale in their feed trough that was going to last, but apparently they have gone through that. Let's just... nope, can I see... Can I visit? Oh, I'm on precision farming, that's why. If I just go like this and then this, now I can visit. Yep, they've gone through that grass bale, which is fine, but they should be fine on the meadow grass for a little bit. We should have a full pen. Are we back up to a full pen? Yes, we are. Now, I've been selling the sheep that are worth 1,000, but currently 725, so they're not going to be worth for another couple months, it looks like. Goats. How many mature goats do we have now? Looks like we have 30 mature goats giving us milk. Well, the more the merrier. Is it one more month before you guys are ready? I can't remember if it's 16 or 18 months for goats. But they might be giving milk next month as well. Alright, I'm going to check the stock market page, but I don't think there's anything I should be selling this month currently. Other than, you know, goat's cheese would be... Yeah, the price is dropping. It's still pretty good, but... yeah, I could probably make about 4,000 liters of goat's cheese with what we have up here. Also the wool. We are getting a lot of wool, which is good to see. Store page. Let me just double check on that before we go on through. See if the, I mean, if the star, it comes up for sale, it's going to be hard not to buy that right away. But no, it's not there. All right, so for October, yeah, I think we're all set. We're just going to go to November so I can sell those silage bales. And, yep, already in the trigger. Might as well sleep till 9. No sense of getting up too early. So yeah, winter, just move stuff around from productions. Maybe do a little field work before we get to March. But I think I would like to do it all once I get to March. Just to get to the new season. Plus, you know, I want to sell everything and buy the stuff that I want. Sale page, no, nothing there that we need at all. Great demand at the animal dealer. Hey, Uncle Walter, how's it going? No worries, winter's coming, and currently we have... I didn't check on the bread. How are we doing on the bread? We have like $90,000 worth of bread to sell. Yeah, so we're doing fine. I got silage bales to sell too, so it'll be fine. It'll be all good. Yeah, he's a little worried about his money. Let's get on down to here. Drop that trailer off, and let's go grab our silage bales. Yeah, we'll just go sell them at the farmer's market. I'm not going to look around for the best price because honestly, it's just going to be $1 or $2 here or there. So let's go ahead and grab these. Probably should scroll in just a little bit more. See if I can get them on the trailer today without having much difficulty. I get them on the trailer all right, but I tend to knock them off after a while too. Since we only got 7, I don't really need to stack them too tight. We'll have to keep our eye on field 33 to see what that farmer's going to do with it. I don't think he knows I have an interest in buying his land. But we checked it in October, and they harvested the potatoes. And I don't think they can really plant nothing in it in late October and into November. So I'm guessing it's still just a fallow field right now, meaning nothing's planted in it. So I'm just waiting for these to ferment. I didn't see what time I got done wrapping the bales, but again, November, really don't have a whole lot to do. Although I will keep my eye on the bread price. That should be December. What is the bread price currently? $17.93 out of almost 2,000. Yeah, it's actually January. And again, we probably know the best time to sell it's going to be at midnight, because why not? I have the 7th bale, or the odd bale. I did the first one, and I left it down here. I can see it through the bushes. Probably should have my beacons on as I'm right next to the road. Alright, so also check the grain mill to see if we have gotten through. I think the wheat was almost gone through all that we harvested. Still had a lot of barley left. If I don't have to pay for productions, I don't want to. Still got a little bit of wheat left, a whole bunch of barley to get through, and the bakery has loads of flour to get through. Alright, let's grab the 2 more bales. We'll fast forward time a little bit. Yeah, we should be able to bring in 30,000. Get us back up to 120. We were up to 120 in last episode, but of course, as each month passes, I got to pay 10,000 roughly in loan payments, interest on the loan, production buildings. That kind of stuff is what we're paying per night. But without that loan, I wouldn't have some of this land. I wouldn't have the Voltra tractor. I wouldn't have been able to make some of the upgrades that we have done. Let me just go ahead and actually I should have had the time scale at, well, I guess it doesn't matter. For a second there, I was having a flashback to FS22, like, yeah, let's get to December so the silage price is the best. It does not matter anymore. And already you can see strapped the cargo in, and it says it's all silage, so let's go sell it. Now I might as well drive. Well, let's see. I wonder what the price of straw is. I might be selling the straw right now too. I was thinking about going up to the sheep and goat pen and just park it up there, and then in the morning of December bring the stuff down to the production buildings. But the straw price might be pretty good right now too. December is the best time. And I think we almost got like $30,000 worth of straw sitting around too. So 27 and 3, yeah, so $30,000, which is looking good. Let's see what the straw price is looking like. 46 out of 49 at the animal dealer. What is it here at the farmer's market? For, oh wait, is straw up here? I always forget where straw is. Yeah, it's here. Farmer's market is 44 and going up. So, yep. Let's go auto load the straw bales on here. Don't know exactly how many bales we got to load, but we'll go grab them. You can see our two fields right up there. You can see the bales sitting in there right now. Hopefully the autoloader is not glitched to lift up the bales to autoload. Sometimes it glitches. It's been a while though since it has. But I don't think I've really used the autoloader on this series as of yet too much. It's going to be kind of hard to see these straw bales in the fields like this. Do I have any over here? Don't see any. At a distance, it's easy to see them. So I got 3, I think 4 in that one over there. Can't remember if I had any bales that rolled on down by the road, but we'll take a quick look. This is the wheat field that we're now in. Just kind of patrolling the field a little bit. I'll definitely know when I go sell the straw bales if after we sell them and I check the stock market page. If it shows any more straw there, I'll be like, there's a bale somewhere, and yep, there is one right here. Went right past that when I entered the field. Oh yeah, I also do want to mention, I don't think I mentioned it in Monday's episode of Chambergo, but I mentioned it a lot in the live streams. I put a post out on the YouTube channel. But, yeah, all for the next couple weeks, I'll be giving away Farming Simulator 25 keys for different variations. Well, as this video goes live, I've already given out the expansion DLC that comes out on the 4th. I do plan to give away keys for the base game itself. Some Season 1 Pass keys. They're all for PC only. Sorry, console players, but I only have access to PC codes. And the contest, you can enter it on the Discord channel, and the Discord link should be in the description below to get there. Once you're on Discord, just hop on over to the giveaway channel of the Discord, and yeah, you can enter yourself for a chance to win a key. So keep your eye on the Discord for keys that you may want. So I don't know how many bales I've actually got on here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 bales. So I think I actually got to turn that off. I think they're strapped on. I think when you auto-load bales on it won't show you how many liters you actually have. Unstrap. There we go. Now they're selling. Kind of forgot you got to come to a stop for them to actually unload. Don't know exactly how much we got, but we are up to $152,000 in the bank account. That is good to see. All right, I'm going to drive this up to the sheep and goat pen. Oh yeah, do I have any more straw to sell? I don't see it there. So that means, no, we grabbed all the bales. That's good. All right, I'm going to head on up to the sheep and goat pasture. And I'll start loading up some of the wool and the milk. And we'll take it down in the morning of December. Coming up the new way, I finally remembered today to try this direction. And, well, the roads, I thought that, you know, it's like, oh, just go up to this road and then take a left-hand turn. Well, that's over-under. So you have to cut through a field to actually make this passage happen, but it can be done. The farmer may not like me driving through his field on the corner a little bit because it's kind of hard to get around with all the trees and such. But have made it up here. It's a little bit shorter time-wise. I guess I'll load up some of this stuff now. That way we don't have a whole lot to do in the morning of December. And again, I want the milk in the front only because it's easier to unload at the dairy. So a lot of pallet loading here today. Can I get 2 pallets on here? If I can learn to grab this right, and I'm guessing probably not. Alright, I'll grab the milks one at a time, I guess. This might be messy, though. Yeah, might want to stroll in again so you can see better. It's kind of a little bit more difficult, as I said, for me anyways, using the pallet forks on a front loader like this. I'd rather use it like a telehandler. I know some people said they prefer the forklift the most. I'd never really liked the forklift too much either. Actually, I think I'm getting up here just in time as well because we're running out of spawn points for stuff. Probably going to double stack these, but this can get me in trouble. Right, let's see if I can grab 2 of the wool pallets. Thought these pallet forks were, yes, they should be able to. Maybe I just didn't grab the milk cartons good enough. I think I should be strapping some of this stuff in because some of the stuff is teetering on the brink of just falling over. Ooh, why is it always the last pallet? No! Alright, let's let's take this off. Let's start strapping it in. When it starts getting like that, it's like, yeah, let's start strapping some of this stuff in here. There we go. Now it slides off nicely. I really haven't been checking on how we're doing on the fabric side of things, but I'm guessing when April comes, I think last year we sold 2 pallets of fabric, and I think recently when I've been down to the fabric production, I think we already got 2 pallets have spawned. So I think it's going to be a good April for fabric as well. Alright, this is going to be parked here overnight. Okay, so not much to do here in November. Like I said, I think I want to take care of everything in the springtime. Grain mill. Nope, still going through the wheat. Alright, let's... Oh, and we should have... I think the sheep and goats are fine. If not, I'll give them a bale in the morning, but I think they'll be fine. I still think we got enough meadow grass there. Just a quick check at the sale page. Some good stuff. But, well, I mean good stuff. I would like a square baler, but if I'm going to get another baler for definitely for square bales, I want it to be from the mod pack. And a Breedle spreader would not be bad. 13,000 for one. Well, I am going to have to spread some lime. Wait, just to make sure. I don't have one on this farm, right? No, that's... No, I don't think so. Well, definitely want... Well, that's the wrong button. Let's keep it like that for now. It's the spreading disc that I want. Well, I was not planning on doing that, but... Yeah, let's get that on the farm. I might be leasing the Star drill this upcoming spring, but that won't be a bad thing. Just to give it a go and see if it's good. Definitely want to buy the land first. Alright, morning's here. What do we got? Well, a combine would be good too. Definitely the combine. I don't know how much more horsepower that has over the Lexion, if more or less. I'm not too sure. But nothing there that we're looking for. The sheep and goats. Yep, they still got plenty of meadow grass to go. I say plenty. They're getting kind of low. I'm probably going to give them a bale to make sure we get on through. Grain mill, the wheat has gone through. Still doing some barley. And, of course, the bakery's got tons of flour. How are we doing on the bread and the bread price? 1903 going up. Got $100,000 of bread. Let's tab up to here, and I'm going to load this stuff up. I think you've already seen me load enough pallets for the day manually. But I'm still going to load these up manually myself. Then we'll bring this stuff on down to those production buildings, and then, yeah, we'll go on and fast forward time until it's time to sell the bread. Oh, but before I just go ahead and do a jump cut, we'll put these on the trailer, though. I'll go grab a bale of grass, and we'll put it into the feed trough. Wow, we're actually going to have a good amount of wool. So it's 3 pallets of wool to make 1 pallet of fabric. Again, these bales that we have here, these grass bales, are 31,000 liters apiece, so it's going to last them a while. You'll get them through the winter months. And yeah, I'm not going to bother checking to see if I got any sheep that are worth $1,000. I'm pretty sure we don't. Alright, I'll see you down at the production buildings. Yeah, that new route does save me probably like 90 seconds, which does not seem like a whole lot, but you take that trip enough times, it adds up. As you can see, we got just shy of 10,000 liters of wool and a little over 4,000 liters of goat's milk to deliver. I have to make sure, well, first make sure you don't run into a post with your front loader and pallet forks, because that always hurts. But yeah, I'll have to make sure that the fabric production is going on. How many pallets do I got? Oh, I got 4 pallets out here already. And we should get 3 more for what we just dropped off. Well, April should be a decent month at least. I mean, it's not going to be huge numbers, but for our farm, it is. And as we found out in last episode, I can drive this trailer around the other side by driving around, not going through the building. Going through the building, can't do that. This tractor is a little bit too tall for that. All right, let me make sure that spinnery wool, that is on. Yep, we'll get 3 pallets out of that, and yeah, the goat cheese definitely should be on, which it is. All right, now we'll head on down to the bakery. Oh, looks like we got a lot of traffic coming around here. So we get on down to the bakery, and yeah, I'm probably just going to sell at the farmer's market. Yeah, the farmer's market, I think, just because it's so local, you know, just to get a couple dollars here and there. Yes, it would help out if I drove across the map, probably sell it somewhere else, but my real time is money. So Just going to sell at the farmer's market. As long as it's relatively close. I will check on that. I mean, if it's like $100, a couple $100 here or there, then yeah, that's going to be a little bit too more than I want to lose. So we'll get the bread loaded up and fast forward time to where the bread is at its peak price, but it'll probably be nighttime. It's a little tricky to get in here. Oops, I just put a hole probably through my... Not sure what that is. Maybe the mailbox to the bakery? Well, it's going to gather enough of it. And it's probably going to take a couple of trips. I think I got more bread here than I realized that we have. Yeah, it's all I can carry. I can carry 32,000 liters at a time. How much bread do we have? A lot. A lot. Okay. Let's see. Bread, 1913. All right, I'm just going to drive over to the farmer's market. I'll speed up time, and I'll see you when the price is good. But be prepared to be celebrating New Year's when we do, because I'm guessing it's going to be right around midnight. Yep, 35 minutes before midnight. Actually, the price peaked a little while ago, but I was waiting to see what it would do. And, yeah, it's been stuck at $19.74 for a while. Not quite the max price we had last year, but still pretty darn good. We should get $103,000 on base price, along with our 14% increase. So, yeah, we should end up with $115,000 worth of bread being sold. Not in this go, because I got more bread to go back and pick up, but at least on the initial trip right here, yeah, there we go. We're at $191,000. So, yeah, I'm going to go back to the bakery, load on up, and yeah, I'll see you right back here at the farmer's market for load number 2. I was actually thinking I was going to have 3 loads of bread to bring over here, but nope. 1.5 basically is what we have to bring over. We may sell some more in the morning, but as for right now, yep, that's looking good. $236,000 in our bank account. I'm going to park this right here overnight. I don't think the farmer's market's going to mind. It's going to be New Year's when we wake up, right? So they'll be just fine. So yeah, we'll probably have some more bread in the morning because the bakery runs non-stop. Let's head on home. And we'll sleep till morning and see what that does. Oh, what's on the sale page? Because we did skip a lot of time, but yeah. No, nothing that we need there. All right, let's go ahead and go to bed and wake up at 9 a.m. So the sheep and goats should be fine with a bale of grass in their feed trough. All right, sale page. All right, nothing there that we want. How are we doing here on bread? 1914, $5,000 worth. I feel like I just want to get on through the months. Goat cheese is looking really good at the farmer's market. That's 12,000. You know what I think I'm going to do? I was going to wait till springtime, but let's visit field number 33. That's what we want to... Oh, looks like they put lime down. They cultivated and limed the field. Well, before they plant something in there I don't want, and then I have to plow it in, which the field does not need to be plowed, I don't think. No, it says it does not need to be plowed. Let's go ahead and we'll buy it for the $117,772. There we go. We now own that lovely field right there. I don't have any soil information. We'll have to soil sample it. I'm down to 108,000, and how much again is that drill that I want? It's going to be up here. I think it's I think we said 135? Star 136. Again, I don't know what the differences are. And yeah, I'm recording this episode before last episode went out and I talked about this. So if you left a comment, haven't seen it yet. So I don't know if in game, if this stuff even matters. So $5,000 cheaper, I'll probably go with that. But for right now, I think what I am going to do is I'm going to go grab that goat cheese and bread, because both prices are still pretty good. Let's get some more money in the bank account. So possibly when I get to March, I might be able to buy that drill. All right, so 6,000 liters of goat cheese and 2 pallets of bread. We'll probably get us up to around 120,000 in the bank account, so still shy of being able to afford the drill. But again, if I were to buy the drill, I'd probably just not have no money to do anything with it because I won't be able to buy seed or whatnot. So just keep our eye on the sale page as we go out through the months. Oh yeah, unless, do I have any sheep worth 1,000? Did they get up there in value? No, they're at 800. So, and their feed trough is looking fine. So yeah, they're good. Let's go home. We won't talk to Uncle Walter just yet. Let him know how winter's going, because we're only in January. Let's get on through to February. Now, when we get to March, if I'm still shy on being able to buy the drill, which I should be, we could look at the price for fabric. If it's pretty close, I may sell it. Unless we get lucky on the sale page, and no, that's nothing that we want. Nothing at all. So February, yeah, nothing I need to be doing. What is the price of the fabric looking like right now? $41.37. Still $1,000 lower than what it needs to be, but should be better. We do got some bread, but yeah, the price of bread now is, wow, it's like almost $300 lower than the best price. We'll probably better hang on to that. And the sheep, yeah, the price of the sheep just not, they're not old enough yet, so they're gonna have to put it on hold, and the feed is looking good. Yeah, let's get on to March. Let's march on to March. But the main thing is we bought field number 33. That's ours. Like I said, I think I'm going to make that a grass field. That way when I lease the mowers, I'm making a little bit more profit on it. And, no more space for wool. Ooh, that's not what you want to see. Kind of forgot about that whole situation. Well, I mean, it's all right. We're here now. Ooh, big tractors. A nice drill, but not the drill we're looking for. All right, so sale page didn't pan out for us. And right now the fabric, where's the fabric here? $47.71. So if I sold the fabric today, I could get $36,000 for it rather than wait for the best price and get $39,000. So $3,000 less, which is not bad. If I sold the fabric, that would still get me awfully close to being able to buy the drill. And I think March is the only month I can plant in the springtime barley and wheat, so I would need it this month. All right, so probably what we're going to do is I'll probably lease the drill. How much will it be to lease the drill for the first year? And I probably, if I'm going to do it with that, just to see how much was it going to cost. Ooh, $7,000. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, this probably going to be the best way to go about it. Again, I could sell the fabric, but then, I would have just barely enough money to buy the drill outright, and then I won't be able to buy seed, fertilizer, and lime. I got to do soil sampling in my field, so that would just put a money strain on the farm, and I don't want to do that as we go forward here. Let me go ahead over and talk to Uncle Walter. Yeah, it was a good winter. We bought the field. Yeah, going to make it grass, I think. The drill, yeah, we're just shy. I'm a little shy on the drill, so it's going to have to wait another year. I better step back. He may take a swing at me. I don't know. But he said I have full charge of the farm when I came here, so I don't know if I'm improving well enough for him, but I think we are. But yeah, I was hoping to get a little bit of work done here in the springtime, but like always, selling stuff in the winter and running around takes a lot longer than you always think it does. At least, it's always longer than I think it's going to be. So I think probably going to wrap up the episode here. So when we start next episode, yeah, we got a lot of work to do here. We're going to soil sample all the fields, especially the new field that we got. And we'll plant grass in that one. Even though they put lime down, we'll have to see what it says. And then, of course, we do have a lime spreader now ourselves. Our grass field, that's not going to be ready for harvest, I hope. Because I would have to go in the field. And on this map here, it is ready for harvest. Well, I think I will just leave it as is for now, and then we'll put lime in it afterwards. Because I'm going to damage the grass coming in here. And that's just going to be worse off than doing so. Although I also just realized now, though, I want to make sure my grass fields are in cycle. Because when I lease the mower, I got to make sure they're both ready for harvest. Well, one problem at a time. So yes, the next episode, we're going to be busy springtime. We got a lot of planting and field work to do. But if you made it this far through the episode, thumbs up button, don't forget about that if you could. Thumbs down button's there as well. You can hit that if you like to. Leave me comments to why, but no one ever does that. And if you're new here and like this kind of content, you might want to think about hitting that subscribe or notification bell so you don't miss out on more fun like this. But yep, that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Chambergo. But until then, have a good one. I knew those birds were somewhere.